is an honor to be here with you for this very special event. On behalf of ABSA, we would like to thank you for the partnership, which now sees us together again for the 16th consecutive year. We take great pride in our relationship with the Jewish community, and we honor the contributions that generations of Jewish activists have made to this country. The award ceremony is an important highlight in the annual Jewish calendar, as it showcases the remarkable achievements and contributions that the Jewish community makes to our country. It is also an opportunity to recognize the exceptional talent and achievements of people who, through tenacity, resourcefulness, and innovative thinking, are shining examples to all South Africans for what is possible. The theme for this year's awards, Galaxy of Stars, makes me think about the importance of vision, because to see the stars in their full splendor, you must have vision. Vision in its simplest form is defined as the ability to see, sight. Vision in its more abstract meaning is also defined as the ability to see something that you imagine or dream. Even more abstract, the ability to envisage and articulate the future. I believe that vision is the vital energy for society, not only to survive, but to thrive. Vision is what creates and establishes a culture. It is the key component that gets shared between people, creating and establishing norms, expectations, and duties that define a community. Vision is the energy that provides an entrepreneur, an agent of social change, or a student the ability to perform and succeed, the goal to aspire. Vision is what I see in so many ways in the Jewish community. This is a community that shared the vision for what this great country could become, and whose vision continues to drive incredible progress in so many ways. Together, we applaud the vision and contributions of the hundreds of Jewish entrepreneurs who continue to succeed, providing critical products and services in almost every facet of our economy, creating opportunities for employment and uplifting communities in which you do business. And that's why the partnership between ABSA and the Jewish community makes sense. We join you in a vision for the bright future of this country and for the continent. ABSA is a proudly African bank. Our commitment to this continent is unwavering. We see our horizon to be Africa's horizon and our destiny to be Africa's destiny. We believe that in order to sustain growth in Africa, we have to conduct our business in a way that helps people achieve their ambitions. We are uniquely positioned in terms of scale, reach, and expertise to capitalize on these opportunities, and we fully understand our responsibility as a systemically important financial institution. We're committed to conducting our business in a way that creates positive outcomes for society, consumers, and our business, a concept we call shared growth. We strongly believe that business success is dependent on operating in a healthy and vibrant society, and so businesses need to carefully consider their impact on the communities in which they operate. When our customers and clients do well, so do we. When the communities in which we live and work thrive, we thrive too. And when society prospers, we prosper. I believe that this is a vision that is shared by many in this room tonight, but I want to amplify the visionary words of one person in particular, a distinguished guest who is also a special honoree tonight, Mr. Praveen Gordon. His message to all of us in a speech made earlier this year stands out in my mind as visionary, universal, and timeless. He said, "Life in South Africa, certainly life as an activist, must be about hope. It must be about aspirations. It must be about creating better lives on a continuous basis for ordinary folk that we are supposed to be serving." This is a powerful vision and a statement of personal commitment that should challenge all of us to find meaningful ways to make a difference. For us to realize the hope we have for this country, we all have to share that vision and then do something. I share this thought and challenge with you tonight because I know it is a feeling that many of you share. Mahatma Gandhi once famously said, "You must be the change you want to see in the world." In other words, communities will face periods of challenge, countries will experience uncertain times, continents will struggle, and change is inevitable. It is in those times of strain that something has to be done. Heroes are made. That's when stars are born. That is when people who dare to dream a bigger dream, want a better outcome, and see a greater vision will take on the challenge to do something, whether big or small, but which makes a difference. You may not be able to change the world, but you can all do something to make a difference in this great country and the future we want. Tonight, I believe that I am in the company of a community that takes its vision for a bright future for our beautiful country and our continent and turns it into a reality. When we see the cascading impact that Jewish achievers, both past and present, have had on society and business, we are encouraged to see there's a bright future ahead. Despite the challenges and worries of the moment, if everyone has an unwavering love for this country, belief in oneself, commitment to excellence, and a desire to create a future that our children and their children will be proud of, then the future is indeed bright. On behalf of ABSA, I would like to congratulate all the 2017 award nominees, the stars that are shining brightly and paving the way for the future we all want. All of you are truly igniting the spirit of Africa. You are shining examples for what is possible, not only for us here tonight, but for generations to come. You are the stars, and we salute you. Thank you for everyone being here tonight, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening.
In the category ABSA Listed Company Award, there were 48 nominees. The 3 finalists are
Sphere is a real estate investment trust, and we're listed on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. We're very much a focused, specialized real estate trust that focuses on the Western Cape property. We invest across property types, office buildings, shopping centers, industrial buildings, hotels, as well as residential. And we have our team based in Cape Town, and we are riding the wave of what is a very, very positive property market down in the Western Cape.
Vitality Group is a subsidiary of Discovery, and what we do is take the intellectual property developed here in South Africa and export it to multiple markets around the world. We are represented in 16 different countries, and we partner with 6 large insurers. All these insurers are part of the Fortune 500. This intellectual property is what we call shared value insurance and vitality. The intellectual property is unique, developed here. It's called shared value insurance, and we export it to our partners.
This past year has been one of tremendous excitement and change at Vukile, as we have finally completed our transformation into a focused retail REIT in South Africa with over 90% of the assets in the retail sector. Additionally, we've expanded the business internationally through our recent acquisition of 9 shopping centres in Spain. The business is now very well positioned for further international expansion and continued delivery for shareholders in the years ahead.
So the winner for the ABSA Listed Award goes to an old colleague of mine, Lawrence Rapp.
Wow, this really is an incredible experience. I think one dreams so often about peer recognition, and when it finally comes true, it's very hard to really contextualize how to express oneself. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Chief Rabbi Honor Drabonim, thank you very much for this most wonderful and humbling honor. At the outset, let me start by thanking the sponsors for this great night, the Jewish Report and ABSA, and also to wish a very big mazel tov to all of tonight's nominees and winners, specifically to Don and to Brian. Those speeches earlier were just inspirational, and thank you so much. Really, it's even more humbling to be on the same panel as you. To be a recipient of this award and join the list of the previous winners is so humbling when I think of the caliber of people who've won this award and the contribution that they've made, not only to the South African business environment, but to the Jewish community as well. Many of the past winners have been role models of mine, some directly, some more remotely, but these are certainly people that I've put on a pedestal and really tried to emulate in so many ways. This is also the most unique and meaningful award that I could really imagine receiving. It not only recognizes business achievement, but more importantly, it comes from this community that I love so dearly and am so proud to be a part of, and that truly is an honor. There are so many people that I would like to thank and mention, and I'll try just to be as brief as possible. But if tonight's award is what I've achieved at Vukile since joining the company 6 years ago, then it's my honor to share this award with my remarkable team. We have been able to achieve our growth and transformation really through an exceptionally talented team that always displays the highest levels of integrity and professionalism. In particular, I make mention of Mike Potts, Ian Alopian, Johan Netling, without whom we would not have been able to achieve our ambitious goals. I also want to thank our chairman, Anton Buerta, and the board for for their ongoing support and guidance, and for always giving me the latitude to chart our ambitious growth path, both locally and internationally. And now to my family. Thank you for the constant support, love, and care. You have always been tremendously supportive and accommodating of my passion for the business, my learning schedule, my travel plans, and knowing that you manage everything at home, and I mean literally everything, frees me up to focus on my business and my communal work. Thank you so much for everything, and know that you share equally in this award. Davey, as you're the only one here tonight with Daniel in yeshiva and Lexi writing matric prelim tomorrow, and I thank the organizers for making sure I'm not home to deal with that pre-prelim drama, I'm asking you to pass this message on to them as well. David, Mom, and the three of you are really my sole reason for existence. And if I were to be asked a question regarding what is my single most important achievement, Davey, the answer simply is it's you and Alexa and Daniel and everything that you do. When I look at the three of you and I see what mention you are, how committed you all are to Torah learning and a Torah way of life, and couple that with your multiple achievements, Mommy and I take great pride in you. And my boy, I hope this award makes you proud too and shows you that it's absolutely possible to achieve at the highest levels in the business world and stay committed to halakha, to learning, and to your community. I pray that you continue to live the values that Mom and I have tried to instill in you. I'd also like to make mention of three very special people who've had an influence on me and my career. To Heidi Carter, whom I've worked with as a coach and strategist over the past 15 years, and who has helped me develop the gift of self-awareness, to quell the self-doubting, and to learn to channel my restlessness into a pursuit of growth. Heidi unfortunately couldn't be with us this evening, but her impact on my career has been profound. Then to my very special friend, Mervyn Cerebro. Mervyn sits on the board of Okile, and I met him 6 years ago when he led the search process for a new CEO at the company. Mervyn is a legend in life, a model in dealing with and overcoming adversity and giving selflessly to others. He has been a constant source of encouragement and guidance at Okile, and is someone I constantly turn to for advice. Merv, you have become more to me than you can imagine, and I hope you get much nachas from this award. Finally, I turn to my dear parents, and in particular my late father Arnold, who passed away earlier this year. In fact, given I'm in my year of Avelis, I needed to ask a shaila as to whether or not I could attend tonight's function. In reading up on this topic, I found a view quoted in the name of Rav Moshe Feinstein that part of the reason why we observe a year of mourning for our parents is a way of honoring our parents once they've passed on. Rav Moshe Feinstein argues that one can attend a function of this nature if one is an honoree, as that would surely bring much nachas and honor to one's parents. In that sense, I'm sure that my father is climbing much nachas in Olam Haba, and my only wish is that he could be here tonight to share this award. My father was a great man who chose to focus his greatness on his family. The single biggest legacy and gift that I received from him was his commitment to ethics and doing business honestly. And if there is one thing that I try and follow at all times, is his example of doing the right things and acting with the utmost honesty and integrity. It says in the Gemara Brochas that when one passes on to the next world, he'll be asked a few questions. One of them is if he has conducted his business affairs honestly. A second is if he has made a fixed time to study Torah. These two aspects, together with my commitment to my family and my community, are the pillars on which my life stands. I pray that in my career thus far I've been a Kiddush Hashem, and that I continue to be so going forward, as a way of thanking Hashem for his ongoing and abundant blessings. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you very much for this award, which I will forever cherish and for which I remain deeply humbled.